Hey, I appreciate you watching Mondays with Mike. I've been thinking about the tongue, and James 3 says very clearly, it's all but impossible to tame. With it, we bless God and curse his image bearers, and it ought not be. Jesus said, what's in the well comes up in the bucket. It's out of the heart that our thoughts make their way out, and it's out of the heart that we defile ourselves. And so the tongue is the bearer, but it's really in the heart, the bad stuff that's going on and the things we need to stop. And I've had to make a choice in my life from time to time to be a punching bag for Jesus. There's times I let my tongue get in the way. My heart, had evil thoughts fly out of my tongue, and I sinned against people. But there's other times I consciously made a choice to say, you know what? This person's complaining, this person's criticizing, this person's attacking me, this person's whatevering, this person's gossiping and wants me to chime in with them. Where I made a conscious choice to say, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'd rather be godly than right. I'd rather be godly than participate. I'd rather be godly than whatever. I'd rather choose the Lord at this moment than to respond, and kept silent. I know it's probably hard for you to imagine that I would keep silent in a matter, but there's many times where I've chosen to just not respond. And I would challenge you to do that a little more in the world today. Just not respond to something. I know it's difficult, but imagine your tongue or your heart just being a punching bag for Jesus. I don't know if you've been to a gym where they had a punching bag where boxers train to hit the opponent. A punching bag is a great tool in a gym. It's also a great illustration. A punching bag doesn't talk back, it doesn't crack back, it doesn't respond. The only noise a punching bag even makes is when it dissipates the power of the punch. That's the only noise it makes. It dissipates the energy, and it just absorbs it and does not respond back. And sometimes as a believer, sometimes as a church body, we just need to be a punching bag for Jesus, where we just absorb the blow of whoever's talking to us and let it dissipate and not respond with the same energy back. Instead, just be godly. And maybe a response, a godly response is warranted. Maybe the Lord wants you to speak a word of encouragement or edify that person in some way. But I know he doesn't want you to attack them, which is often the case. I know he doesn't want you to chime in with gossip and slander and all that kind of stuff. I know that because it says so clearly in here. So this week, as you try to tame the tongue, just imagine yourself a punching bag for Jesus, absorbing the blows of a dead and dying world, absorbing the blows of a hurting person, and just loving them back. I appreciate you watching Mondays with Mike, and never ever forget, as you're a punching bag for Jesus, that you're greatly loved.